You're listening to Opinions in Beer.
I prefer mead.
You sent me to hell, Jason.
I really just want to make everybody jealous.
I'm a person from Earth.
Listen, what are we talking about?
I reckon it sounds like Opinions in Beer.
You can do it. Dingo?
Oh, I'm good.
The smartest dumb guys I've ever met.
We have St. Arnold's Grand Cru. It's their 25th anniversary beer. It's a triple.
Shit, is this the one you were talking about?
Yes, a blend of triple barrel aged ales. It is a mix. It is a mix of a Belgian style quadrupel, a Russian imperial stout, and an English style barley wine. Fun days, fun times.
Does it say the percentage and
it's not
IBUs
saying
or
nothing. No, it's
are we just gonna have to deal with it?
We're just gonna have to deal with it for now. Maybe we'll
Right.
add.
We'll gauge it on how drunk we
What
get.
is it, Grand Cru?
Well, yeah, Grand Cru, St. Arnold's 25th anniversary Grand Cru. Today we have a bunch of people with us. Obviously, we have Eamon with us.
Yeah, we have a full house today.
We have Ed Ray 1416.
Yo.
We have Rebecca Morgan.
Hello.
We have Courtney.
Hey.
We have a little Lauren Hudson.
Hello.
And here we go. We're gonna be today's episode.
We kind of need to keep it somewhat limited today.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and.
You want to try the beers first?
Fuck yeah.
Well, let's all try the beers,
So,
everybody.
you
We got
wanna try some of this?
testers.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna
Let's-
pass them around.
let's get
Everyone
some-
can
Let's get some
Okay.
opinions.
okay.
What is this? St. Arnold's Grand
This is
Cru?
the.
This tastes so different.
Yeah, let me see. What did it say?
From regular beer.
Learn more about our inspiration and this beer.
Is it chocolate?
Grand Cru.
Is
Cheers.
it chocolate? Is that what it is?
That is an interesting
What is it? What does it smell like? What's
This
everybody
is so weird.
getting from it? Ooh, it says it's got
Ooh, it tastes like nut, like a nut.
Do you want to
It's
try
like
this?
buttery.
So it's a
Okay.
Belgian quad, Russian
It
Imperial
does, it
Stout,
kinda tastes like
and barley wine. All three mixed in
almost
Yes.
together.
like almond.
20
Yes,
I was gonna say like a nut.
I wanna say it's-
almost like milk. Is that weird?
Okay. Well, while we're all kind of like trying to figure it out as well, Ed Ray, you've got what are you trying over there for your wine?
Of Opinions in Beer. I'm reviewing Color Rossi, and this has been something I've been talking about in the past
Ooh.
broadcast
Whoa.
here. And today's flavor from Color Rossi is Paisano. For those of you that don't know, Paisano is Italian for friend. So this is very friendly wine, if you know what I mean. And there's no formal review, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you the story. Carlo Rossi was made by E&J Gallo Winery of California. This was named after a brilliant salesman by the name of Charles Rossi, who was a native of California. Born 1903, died 1994, age 90 years old. And because of the brilliant
Are you getting this all off of the bottle there, or do you
No,
know?
no.
You actually know these facts about
Yeah,
Carlo
I'm actually
Rossi?
trying. Yeah,
Sit down
trying
and talk and have
Oh,
Yeah.
that's phenomenal, man.
Yeah, well, anyway, because of how brilliant of a salesman Carlo Rossi was, E&J Gallo, the founders of the winery, Ernest and Joseph Gallo.
Do you mind repeating that? What was that?
Ernest and Joseph Gallo, the founders of E&J Gallo, named Carlo Rossi after the brilliant wine salesman Charles Rossi.
Okay.
And because of that, Carlo Rossi ended up becoming one of the most popular wines for Gallo Winery of California, Modesto, California. And before I go ahead and give you my opinions on this wine, I have to disclose something right here. This is 12% alcohol by volume.
Oh wow. Okay. I
Okay,
thought you
so
were
now
gonna.
it's up
I
to
thought you were gonna
Yeah,
read
no.
off the government warning.
No.
It's like, by the way, if you drink this while you are
I figured out
pregnant.
what this
All
tastes
right, all
like.
right. Now,
What?
It tastes like chocolate cheesecake.
It,
Okay,
it
okay.
does have chocolate in it.
Okay, ladies, let me
Yeah.
finish this. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and sniff this. Now, this smells just like muscadine grapes that are freshly harvested.
Muscadine grapes.
Yeah, even
Those are
though-
the worst kind of grapes.
Yeah, well, anyway,
They're not
now it's
that
time to
bad.
go ahead for me to sip
I
this.
just want to push that button.
Don't do it.
Damn!
It's good?
It is incredibly sweet, and this is why I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 10 out of 10, the first ever 10 out of 10 wine.
Holy shit. I think that's a little crazy because we're also trying the St. Arnold's
Grand
Grand
This is
Cru
like the
beer,
best beer.
and it's as soon as you taste it.
So this beer is 50% Belgium style quadrupel, 25% Russian imperial stout, and 25% English style barley wine. It's a full body complex, it's yet balanced barrel aged beer. The quad presents characters of plums and dried cherries, followed by bitter dark chocolate, lavender, and subtle roast bitterness from the stout.
Yeah.
The barley wine provides a backbone of toffee caramel sweetness balanced by a soft hop bitter finish. The bourbon is delicately laced throughout, uniting all the components of the blend.
Well, I was gonna say, what's everybody think that's in it, but you've already kind of spilled
What's
it.
weird is that,
So-
like,
Chocolate.
I couldn't put.
You definitely
I wanted
taste
to.
Chocolate? You'll
Yeah.
say
I was
chocolate?
tasting cherries too. I was tasting cherries. A little bit of
What do you think?
cherries.
Oh, I definitely feel like I taste the chocolate for sure.
Yeah, I got a big hit of that. We've actually had beer in the past that's tasted pretty similar to this. I'm not entirely sure which one it was, but we have had one that was pretty similar to this. It might have been the one with the cherry bark or whatever.
Abyss?
Yeah, either Abyss or the one right after that.
Maybe. It was a little bit more smoother and more.
Yeah, no, there's not really any comparison. The reason why
Other than the chocolateness and the cherry.
why we're not breaking this down more is because I think that pretty much everyone here had their first sip and it was almost instantly a 10.
Yeah.
So it's really one of the best beers that we've tried thus far, and I don't think I've given a 10 to anything else. So that's
Straight up 10.
it's a big deal. Big deal. What is this? Where did this originate from? This idea, and like, why are they doing it now? You said this is a
it
short,
says in that thing. Apparently,
like a limited supply or
well,
something.
apparently it's all coming from the their bishop barrels. Apparently, their bishop barrel flavors change throughout, and they had some like, I guess, aging. They had some beer aging.
I'll tell you exactly what it says.
From their
it
bishop.
says that
Yeah.
it's a blend of some of their most cherished beers, so they all sat down and taste over 190 beers and put them together, the ones that they liked the most, the cherished beers, and they made Grand Cru.
Okay. That's cool. I'm not sure I totally
them down to
believe
Russian
that,
bourbon.
but
Barrel.
I do
That's what the
think that
website
like
says.
the beer itself warrants a good solid nod because it's a great beer.
Hell yeah. Well, you ready to play this game?
Yeah. Anything else? Anybody want to add anything else
Any
about the
additions
beers?
to the beer? Anything?
Does it taste like anything you've had before? Is it new? Is this a new
It
experience?
tastes like a cheesecake that I've had recently.
That's very odd.
Yeah.
Pretty odd. Would you buy this beer?
Yes.
You would go to the store and buy this beer?
What is it called again?
Grand Cru.
Okay.
St. Arnold
Arnold.
is the brewer, and
St.
it's
Arnold
Grand
Grand
Cru, their 25th anniversary
Okay.
beer. So, needless to say,
Needless to say, we're doing a second beer review. So today's second beer of the day comes from Nola Brewing Company. It's Oh No, We Shuck Again, bourbon barrel aged oyster stout. This is not for the Jews.
oh god!
So this is a.
But this is the one you said that you like the oyster.
I've
stouts,
had one
right?
oyster stout before by Flying Dog.
Okay.
Flying Dog's company,
Hunter S. Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson, and that one was really
Yeah,
good.
we were just talking about that the other day.
Yeah,
so.
that one was really good. So I'm eager to try this one to see if it's as good as that one was. This is 9.5% in alcohol by volume.
Ooh.
And who wants to sip of this one?
What does what does it say? Nola Brewing Company,
Yes,
or is
Nola
it
Brewing
no?
Company.
Okay, like
In,
New
I think it's in
Orleans,
Louisiana or Kentucky.
like New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay, it's in.
Because that's what usually.
I think their oysters are from Louisiana.
Oh, actually, that says Kentucky.
Yeah, it's from Kentucky, but
Against
their oysters are Louisiana.
Brewery. The grain.
Did you just try it?
Against the Grain Brewery.
Wait, tell-
Sorry, it was against the grain, so it's hard to understand the right.
Rebecca just tried the beer. Rebecca, tell us what your thoughts were.
It tastes similar to what I had recently.
Well, which one?
The St. Arnold's.
Oh,
really?
it tastes similar to St. Arnold's?
Or maybe I just have the taste on my tongue.
Maybe.
That might be it.
It said classic combinations: Louisiana and oysters and stout, stout and bourbon barrels in
It's the bourbon barrel
Kentucky
thing.
against the grain in Nola.
'Cause-
It just works.
Because me and Eamon recently not discovered, but we just noticed that bourbon barreled anything, the bourbon barrel part
Yeah, the bourbon
really
barrel almost always
seeps through,
takes a
takes
defining
over.
factor.
Because we drank
And it gives it kind of like a boozy taste.
yeah, it's like
you
a
were
boozy,
saying.
or yeah. We've actually tried two beers. They're brewed exactly the same. The only thing difference was one was brewed in a bourbon barrel, and it's like, man, we almost preferred the one that wasn't.
In fact, I want to say that one I gave, that was the highest rated one, besides Dragon's Milk. I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd say Hellfighter, Dragon's Milk, Hellfighter, and then probably this St. Arnold's one that we just tried.
So let's try this Oyster Stout.
It's kind of cool too, looking at the can, because I've noticed that it's straight up an aluminum can, and like you can tell that it's a local brewery because they just straight up like slapped on like a sticker on it on this aluminum can, and that's their beer sticker.
I mean, this one
it's kind of cool.
This one definitely doesn't have the flavor as the Grand Cru.
Well, what would you say it is compared to the fucking the Flying Dog then?
Not as good. Tastes like almost like a fishy bourbon stout.
You know what? That's what Rebecca was saying is kind of exactly accurate. It's well, no, that last bit definitely I got the fish, but right at the beginning of this drink, it was really strongly of the bourbon barrel.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing I picked up. There was a little bit of like salty
it's almost
taste
like a dry.
at the end.
And it's almost like it tastes. Is that weird to say? Dry?
No, it's not weird.
Like almost like a dry, like what someone would say, like a dry wine might taste like. It's dry. Like
it's
the saliva out my mouth.
Yeah, it's almost like that. There's not much.
But in a bad way, I guess.
Yeah, it's like there's like not as much flavor in it.
That's what it is.
And it's kind of like filler.
Yeah.
You know?
It tastes like bourbon water.
Yeah.
Very watery. It's like a watered down. Watered down beer.
But I mean, you have to gauge this versus what some of the other breweries are.
I like both of them, and they both.
No, it's good. It just wasn't as. I mean, it's not
and
bad.
that's the parts that were similar.
Well, here's something you really have to look at though. Look at the size and the scale of the St. Arnold's Brewing Company.
Okay.
Like compared to something that's just an aluminum can with a sticker on it. You know, like, and for this to be, it's all right. Yeah. For this to be all right, that speaks volumes, honestly, about the quality of that beer. It's a really good beer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not amazing. It doesn't taste like fucking cherry bark or anything like that. But at the same time, it's not. They're not lying about their flavors. Like a lot of the beers that we try, they will say 50 different flavors that they added on there, and none of them come through. This one, it's like, look, we got like 3 things, and you get it.
Yeah.
It seems like it may be missing a flavor right in the middle, but besides that, what'd you think?
Let me try this one.
So what would y'all say, like, as far as like a number rating? You might.
Yes, I was gonna say 7.
7?
7.
What does it taste like?
About your standard bourbon style.
Oh, it's kind of.
So I'm gonna say that it does taste pretty good. It's not my cup of tea, but it is pretty good. So I'm gonna say it's an 8.
Compared to the
as it goes down, I'm getting a lot more of the hops. I just feel like it tingles my tongue a little bit, but
it's a little bitter.
Yeah.
But when I get like closer to the bottom of the glass, not really the first few sips, I'm just now tasting like some like a Dr. Pepper fizz.
Really? So should I kind of like, I don't know, like stir it or something?
I don't know. It was heavy that one sip, and then the next sip it was very subtle again. So maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Amen.
So honestly, yeah, like these 2 beers weren't bad. I'd say the first one was obviously a bit more preferable.
Yeah.
And there's a light right there too.
I would say that this is like a 75% shucked oyster.
75% shucked oyster. Okay, Ed Ray.
And the St. Arnold's Brewery Grand Cru, yeah. It's a shiny, healthy Pope.
Well,
but that's just my opinion.
None of my business. That's just your opinion. That's fine. So all you have here are opinions
And beer.
You're happy when you listen to opinions. And here goes subscribe for more opinions. And here you're happy when you listen to opinions. And here goes subscribe for more opinions. And here